And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. This is the Sports Cave. Your co-host Robbie, my co-host Zach Rowan. Zach, I feel like crap.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Robert. Yeah, you feel like crap. I got a draft tonight at 8 o'clock, so you heard it here, folks. We are going to probably be out of here just before 8 tonight, but that does not mean that we're not about to provide you guys with some pure entertainment. Robbie, I'm just cooking up a little bit of a tweet here. Excuse me, por favor.
We have a draft to handle for a league that I'm in. Left the gym early just to hear my draft fucker. Thank you, Travis. And
Now, when
I want number 3.
number 3 is a good pick to have her. I got number 6. Let's go. Let that one go to the voicemailer. I got number 6 in my draft tonight, and for you folks that are in the comment section here now, I'd like to know, number 6, who would you think I'm looking at grabbing here? It's a Yahoo league as well, so I've noticed the ratings are kind of drastically different on other apps. I was looking at Lamb, Bob, but the problem with Lamb is I just feel like he's going to go just above Justin Jefferson, and then Justin Jefferson's going to be the 6th. I think Lamb will end up going 5th, and I just don't know if I feel confident with Justin Jefferson at 6th, just solely based on the fact that I don't know what the fuck J.J. McCarthy's going to look like.
I'm sure a lot of people felt that way last year, too, with Sam Darnold. Look what happened. He was tremendous. So, I mean, it's a risk we're taking, essentially.
At the end of the day, yeah. Oh, my God, excuse me. You know what I want to do quick?
What's that?
I just want to turn my TV volume up and just make sure that I'm...
While you're doing that, Zachary, there is a draft order that needs to be done. I don't know how everyone can see in the screen. Do you see it in the screen well? Can I get some input in the comments between Dad and I saw Travis was in there? So
yeah, I mean, if you're looking on a computer screen, it's a little bit harder to see. I have good eyes though, so I can call it out. There you go.
TJ sees it well. All right,
TJ, how are you, TJ?
Draft selection. So let me just make sure I got everybody here. So we have myself, Dad, TJ, Nate Berry, who was the one that went off the rails last week as the Colts fan. Joey, Deontay, Travis, Dan Smith, Mark Bayram, and Mark/Dylan, who are splitting a team. So, Zachary, I need you to pick a number more than 2, and don't just say, I don't know, pick a number. Don't be stupid.
Like is there 2 to what?
I don't know. Just pick a number that's somewhere we're going to do a randomizer here. So, once you pick that number, that last slot is the order from top to bottom.
I'm going to say
right now.
Give me 22.
Okay, we're not going to go that crazy, bro.
Okay, that's why it's 2 to what? Fucking, I was going to say 67 at first. Give me 14.
A single digit number.
Okay, then thank you. Give me 8.
8 times. Okay, 8 times. So
that's what you meant. You're going to multiply. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me 4.
Here he said 8.
Yeah, but I know you're going to go. Okay, whatever. 8.
So, as you folks see, where I'm at the top, whoever is up there will have the number 1 pick. Down at the bottom here will be number 10. So, here we go. Number 1 out of 8. Damn, I would have had number 2 pick. Number 2 out of 8. Dad would have had number 1 pick. Number 3 out of 8. TJ would have had number 1 pick. He would just.
Oh.
Zachary tried changing it to 4, but unfortunately it's 8. And 4 would have been like this. Oh, I would have had number 3 pick.
Oh, look at that.
That's exactly what I want. Damn it. Okay, number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And ladies and gentlemen, people that are in the league, one more spin. We have randomized times. Number 8 features as such. Bam.
Oh!
Travis keeps number 1. He was at number 1 at 7. He's number 1 at 8. So the list will go Travis at 1, Dan Smith at 2, Mark and Dylan at 3. Damn it. Deontay at 4. I'm in the middle again. I was 5 last year. I'm 5 again. Dad has 6. Mark Bayram has 7. Joey has 8. TJ has number 9. And Nate has the last pick.
Yeah,
is
TJ got fucked on that.
I also want to make sure, everybody, does Zach's audio sound better than last week's?
I did listen to the TV. It definitely sounds a lot better. I don't know what happened last week.
Yeah.
I do think I can kind of hear myself a little bit still.
Let me take a picture of this so I remember for when I do this. Okay. So you can hear yourself a little bit. You might just want to
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna.
shit, Travis.
I have an idea here, folks.
Damn, I have 5 in one league. I have 2 league. I'm in 3
That might
league.
be better.
Number 5. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This sucks.
Gonna make sure it didn't fuck me up there.
I could hear the volume through through your freaking screen right now. Zach, by the way, shout out to our TikTok viewers. We'd have over 5,000 views on TikTok from my Anthony Richardson take. So shout out to our TikTok base over there.
You're a 5K.
Oh, we're 5K, I believe. We should double check.
Right. Yeah, Robbie tried to put one up on me last week, folks, but I had to tell him to take it down because
Yeah, because
I realized I looked a little bit ridiculous, and it has made me realize, folks, that I am going to try to not contain myself per se, but I'm going to try to refrain from going that far in as well.
It would have been a 20,000 view freaking video. Easily. And Tommy Pham might have responded until you want to kick your ass.
Don't want that beef from that guy. He's a big boy.
I wouldn't either. Who would you rather? So you've gotten into well, I mean, you didn't actually go at it with him, but let's say you're locked in a room and you have to fight one or the other in their primes. Tommy Pham, Sean Avery. Who you taking on and why?
Probably Sean Avery.
Really?
Well, Sean Avery's a lot smaller than Tommy Pham. I mean, well, I don't know. In their prime of hockey fighting, yeah. Sean Avery now, he does like a lot of jiu-jitsu shit. He would fucking kill me. Where Tommy Pham, I feel like it's just more of a street fighter vibe.
It's not going to be like Rampage Jackson's son to that wrestler, right?
Okay, I mean, can we just? Well, you know what? Let's talk about that real quick. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Rampage is out now tweeting about him too, saying he's like, well, he just had a concussion last week. He shouldn't have been out there. It's like, well, then why was he? And the guy continued to stream. Like, after he basically almost killed this guy, which, I mean, I guess the guy, I know he's stable, but he's in critical condition. So, I mean, the guy theoretically could die still, probably. I mean, I don't know, the chances are probably not, but if you're not in, like, he's stable, but if you're in some sort of critical condition, I feel like, yeah, whatever. I'm rambling, but that Rajah Jackson guy is a fucking moron.
I agree. Not a good look. Not a good look. And Rampage didn't condone his son's actions, by the way, neither.
No, not at all. I mean, how could you? But
no.
I mean, I think the guy's got to. You got to serve some sort of prison time for that. But that's got to be like an attempted murder.
Damn near close to it.
Like hitting a man, was it 22 times?
22 times. The freaking slam, and then 22 times.
And the slam pretty much had him knocked out already.
Yeah, essentially. Probably did have him knocked out.
Yeah. All right, I got to tweet this thing out. I had to cook it up a tweet for the link.
Jesus, Zach, you are failing us. All right, well, folks, football is upon us, but it starts this weekend. And I don't have a college thing like I do for every other sport, which I will make eventually. So we're just going to stick with a UConn fight song.
Hey! Fucking long as this goddamn song. Are you just holding your position or are you frozen? I can't even tell. I think he's frozen. And the song is still going, guys. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how to turn it off. Here we go. No. So confused right now, guys. How the fuck do I turn this fucking... Oh, here we go. Media assets. Okay, guys. So fucking... Jesus Christ, sorry about that. Well, I guess I'll just get into this myself here until Mr. Robert makes his way back in. But basically, folks, as he was saying before he was cut off and played that song for 3.5 minutes, it's week 1 in college football officially. I know technically week 1 started last week with a few games there. I think it was like 5 games in the Saturday. The one game that people were most interested in was Iowa State, Kansas State. Let me get the actual score here because I don't exactly have the score at the moment. Oh, look at that. Robbie's back. Robbie, I didn't know. I couldn't figure out how to turn that fucking song off. That song played for probably a minute. I got it. What happened to your Wi-Fi cap out on you? Oh, folks, I think he's frozen again. So with that being said, I'm just going to get into her. I'm just going to give her here. Week 1 college football. There is a fuck ton of games this weekend, folks, but we really only care about the big ones here on the Sports Cave, the top 25 matchups. And it starts off Thursday night here. We got one team in the top 25 battling Boise State coming in at 25 of the season here, going against South Florida. Boise State coming on the road into South Florida for this matchup here at a 5.5-point favorite. That'll kick off this weekend for the bigger matchups here. But let's move it right on to Saturday, folks. I mean, Saturday, 12 o'clock, this full slate of college football gets kicked off with an absolute banger of a game. We got number 3 Ohio State against number 1 Texas. I'm a Buckeyes boy. It's in Ohio State. Buckeyes coming in as a minus 2.5-point favorite, and that's going to just be a unbelievable way to kick off Saturday of NCAA college football. Robbie, welcome back. I think I hear me through your thing again.
That was annoying as hell. I don't know what the hell is wrong there. What'd I miss?
Yeah, what's going on over there? Oh, I'm hearing myself on your end.
What about through the, what's it called?
Let me, I just turned it up. Oh, hold on. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. This is better. Can you even hear me? You can't hear me. That's a mute button. I don't know, brother.
Oh. Well, I was talking about the Buckeyes here going up against Texas here, Robert. I mean, that's just could you write up a better matchup to start off a 12 o'clock NCAA college football slate?
I think it's as best as it could possibly get. I'm not going. You're not going to hear me make any complaints about it. Who's number 2 seed? Penn State.
Pardon?
Who's number 2? Penn State.
Penn State's number 2.
Yeah, maybe Ohio State, Penn State would have been better.
I don't know. I think yeah, that would have been a good matchup. Keep it in the division. But I just think semifinals last year, these two teams met up with each other. Ohio State gets the victory. Arch Manning coming in. There's a lot of storylines in this game that I think are really going to spice it up.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hold on really quick. Just want to make sure I have that set for when I get back. Yeah, I don't know what happened on my end there. I'm glad they're holding this game at Ohio State and not at some NFL stadium. Make this game as authentic as yet. I am a fan of that. But this is going to tell us everything we need to know about Arch Manning his first start, or do you think that do we give him a pass depending on the play by Arch Manning?
So this is the thing. I mean, obviously, I think the guy is. I'm not expecting him to come in the first quarter and just start slinging that ball. Like, it's going to take some time to get into the rhythm of things. And I mean, let's be honest. I'm obviously a big Ohio State fan, but this defense is no fucking joke. I mean, there's still going to be an electric defense. So for him, first start of the season, going up against this defense is going to be no easy feat. But also in the same kind of breath, too, we have a guy starting quarterback for us against a fantastic Texas defense, who I believe was third in the nation last year, who has had, I believe, maybe less starts than than Archie Manning in college football. So it's going to be an interesting quarterback matchup here, especially in that first quarter. I'm expecting a lot of running the ball, at least for the Ohio State side, possibly the Tech side as well too.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be a hell of a way to start off the season. And Jared,
Did you go over the slate of games that we got?
I just started with. I basically just said there was a shit ton of games. I talked a little bit about the Boise one. And then I started talking about Texas Ohio State, and then I was just going to kind of work my way down. I'm looking now at Syracuse, Tennessee, which could be a pretty decent game. I mean, Tennessee's a decent favorite in that at minus 13.5. A lot of blowout games here, Robbie. Like, I mean, this one actually could be pretty decent. Number 8 Alabama heading into Florida State to play the Seminoles. 3:30, probably rated as Ohio State's ending.
I wonder how Florida State's going to look this year. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. I also didn't know that it was our fantasy fucking baseball playoffs.
Oh, is it? I didn't know.
Yeah, and I have not been like really.
I haven't been either. That's a early wake up call. I don't think I got paid for everybody still.
Oh, like Robbie, I'm not facing you right now, but would you keep in Eugenio Suarez against the San Diego Padres, or switch him for Christian Walker against the Colorado Rockies?
I'd probably play him.
Yeah, I think I got to play him too. He's got a lot of homers.
Alvarez is back. Oh my God, that is breaking news. Jordan Alvarez, Cia Dominguez.
Just in time for playoffs.
Yeah, literally. But it's like, who do I set for? Brian Reynolds, I think, has been doing pretty good. Yep. Luis Roberts been doing good.
But
ooh,
let's get back to this. So, I mean, Alabama, Florida State, Alabama 13.5-point favorites. I don't, Robbie, I think just like, I mean, I'm going to speak for you here as well, but I believe we're both on kind of the same page where we have like some sort of idea of what some of these teams are going to look like, but really until we see them play, like, I mean, for all I know, like Alabama, I'm just assuming is going to be good because they always have a good team.
They're going to be good, but like Alabama, I don't know what to expect from their new coach anymore. I really don't know what to expect.
Like the new coach, and then I mean, like Clemson's supposed to be good, but the last couple of years, I mean, last year they're pretty good, but like they haven't really been like since Trevor Lawrence left, they haven't been that team that's competing for a national championship.
No, and I think Michigan isn't going to stay at 14. I think Michigan's eventually going to make their way into the top 5.
Well, they do have what was it? The top ranked like quarterback recruit. Next year or this year.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll have to see what happens to them. I hope to God that they fucking are pathetic and.
Well, they're going to tear you guys apart limb from limb as usual. LSU is going to fall off because Brian Kelly's a joke of a coach.
Well, LSU's a team we can talk about real quick as well too, because they have themselves quite a matchup. 7:30 p.m. They're heading into Clemson to see Dabo Swinney and those. Clemson? What?
Come on, bro. There you go. Go Tigers. Speaking of the guy that started all, Ed Orgeron is talking about getting back into college football. So, like, what university could we possibly expect him to go to? I mean, he's a Southern guy, so it has to be the SEC, right?
To be honest with you, I don't even know who the fuck that is, Robbie.
That's a guy with the Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Oh, yes. Actually, I did hear him talking about that in part of my take. You know what? Just because of his accent, I could see him going to like a Mississippi or something. Or an Ole Miss.
He did coach at Ole Miss already.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There you go.
So I don't know. Maybe. I mean, Auburn's going to get a new coach at some point. I feel like Auburn can't be like this trash the rest of the way now.
That'd be an exciting place for him. You know, funny you mentioned. I think on part of my take, that's actually one of the. I think one of them brought that up, and he was like, "Hey, if the deal's there, I would love to coach at Auburn."
Was he on the show this week? Oh, you unplugged your microphone. Genius. I'm trying to freaking find Auburn here and what time they play. And Zachary's over here playing freaking fiddle with his microphone. Idiot. Oh, they're at Baylor, and Auburn's favored by 2.5 on the road at Baylor.
Really?
Colorado's hosting
Tech. He was on the show last week, I believe.
Okay. Colorado's
Good
hosting
episode.
Georgia Tech. I mean, we haven't heard of any 5-star recruits going to Colorado this year.
No, and not looking good for the Sanders brothers in the NFL, but I guess we'll get into them in a little bit.
Yeah, you keep segueing all over the place right now, brother.
I'm just getting excited.
All over the place. Jacksonville State. Okay, not Jackson State. I was like, Jackson State. Our UConn Huskies play Saturday at, I believe, 2:30, 2 o'clock. I will not be going to the game because I will be having a draft, and I'll be watching Texas take down Ohio State.
You're a piece of shit.
And I'll tell you what, maybe it's just because like McAfee, but I think I'm going to start getting into college football more this year because I'm excited for UConn this year, and the coverage for college football between what's going to happen with ESPN with McAfee and Saban, all of them, which is already good, and now the Barstool agreement with Fox Sports, and now I've seen that Ohio State won't let Dave Portnoy in for the post coverage, which is kind of soft, dude. You have to admit that's soft.
I mean, it's also kind of funny at the same point too, though.
I put myself back in my rightful place. You go over there. I'm on the side.
Well, then stop fucking disconnecting.
Why don't you shut your face?
Get your fucking black market internet out of here.
That's racist.
Okay. Well, Robbie, I mean, I think we can both agree we got ourselves the slate of all slates this week. I am so fucking excited for this weekend here. My buddy has texted me trying to get me to go to a rave on Saturday, and I said, buddy, go fuck yourself.
Mhm.
It's fucking week goddamn one.
Right. Like, get a grip. Like this guy just not aware.
Loser.
I'm just trying to see if I can find Pat McAfee. His little instance
clip.
Yeah, his little clips of everything that he does. So how can you not? How can you? Oh, this one is underrated. I think a lot of people forget about this one, Zachary.
We'll play quick.
It's 8 a.m. I think they're ready to go. We thank you. Let's have a day down here. LSU, Alabama, Reese Davis. You didn't know that was coming. I didn't know. That was fairly aggressive. I thought they were going to say thick, like the humidity. I didn't know it was actually. Yeah, you can hear thick in there.
It's an underrated one, Zachary.
I think my favorite one though is when I can't remember what two teams were playing, but he did the.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I can't remember.
Let me see if I can find that one.
Was it Georgia and Alabama?
Yep.
That's what it was.
Let's see. Nope, that's a Texas one. I think this is the one right here. Yep.
National champions, what's that coming down the track? It's the mean machine in the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go Dogs! Go Dogs! Sick them! Wow. Give me Alabama to break home.
I mean, he is great for television.
What just happened?
Got Theo Vaughn there too.
20.
It's very good. I mean, he's just like, and then the field goal attempts, and then they'll miss. They'll be like, I'll double it. Like, he's so. But like the Barstool personalities, I mean, it's gonna be funny with Portnoy being outside of the stadium. When they have games for Wisconsin, you'll see Big Cat. If there's something for Ole Miss, you'll see Brandon Walker. Like, those guys are hilarious too. You know what I mean? And if Texas A&M has Casey involved, and she's already eye candy as it is, like, I think that both sides are going to do well, and I think it's a good way to grow the sport. Like, glad that Lee Corso is finally hanging up. It's time for him to just enjoy whatever quality of life that he has left. But a lot of what am I wrong? He's 90-something years old, bro.
Well, I mean, Christ, Robbie. whatever quality of life he has left.
How else am I supposed to put it? I mean, do we want to go over what you put Tommy Pham as last weekend?
No,
Okay, so shut your mouth.
Tommy Pham. I mean, Leo Corso, I could beat the shit out of for sure.
I don't
Like,
play like Bob Barker. I don't want to
he's
be
old.
the whole thing. Cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Great movie. But Zachary, you know what? Why don't we pick a couple of these games here? I think I know the direction you're going to go in, but I'm curious. Do you think Ohio State, Texas will go over or under 47.5? If you ask me, I'm taking the over.
I might take the under on that, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be
Experienced quarterbacks. Is that why?
and like the defense of these two teams are so good. We're talking about two probably top 10 defenses in the nation here, with two quarterbacks that are very inexperienced. So, but at the end of the day, it also is college football, and I feel like there's just massive plays to be had all over the place. So, 47.5. I could see this game being like a 27-21 game. So I guess that would be the over. So
Yeah, that'd be 48. That'd be.
yeah, I'm gonna take the over then.
Then you have Auburn and Baylor here. Both teams are unranked in the SEC matchup. And the over-under is 57.5, and Auburn's 2.5-point favorites. So, like, are we going to see zero defense?
I see. This is what I was just saying earlier, where this is one of those feel-out games for me, because I do not know a single thing about Auburn or Baylor.
Me neither.
But just from knowing football back, like just from the previous years, I would assume Auburn's going to win. But 57 something, that seems like a high spread. That seems like a high over-under.
Well, Georgia is minus 39.5 against Marshall.
Yeah, that makes more sense because Georgia, I feel like we know we're
Yeah.
going to see with them. I know Penn State's
Alabama.
a massive one against whoever they're playing. Nevada, I think it was.
Alabama stayed at minus 13.5 since the last time we were here. Oregon minus 29.5 against Montana State. Now, you were saying Alabama? Or who were you saying? You were saying Penn State.
Penn State is like they're 43.5, I think, or something against Nevada, or maybe 30 something. 44
now. It's 44.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So that's going to be an exciting game. Penn State, the second-ranked team, gets a nice fucking easy one.
Don't miss out on that one.
Well, the Buckeyes got to duel it out with a national champion possible.
So yeah, you're going to go Ohio State. I'm going to go Texas, obviously.
Yeah, I'm taking the Buckeyes at home for sure.
So then we'll have the next interesting game on the slate here.
Would be a 3 o'clock, or I think I was saying there's one at 3:30 that looked a little bit enticing.
We're talking about Alabama, Florida State, I think, earlier.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
It's in Florida State, but I think Alabama's going to handle their business, no problem. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll have LSU at Clemson, or at 7:30, it'll be LSU at Clemson.
Yep.
And then
That's going to be a good one.
And then we'll have to go to Sunday. We'll get a nice, interesting game at 3 o'clock. Virginia Tech on the road against the Cox, South Carolina.
Yep.
And then at 6 o'clock, Notre Dame versus the U.
Yep, Miami U, and another team that is going to have some question marks surrounding them.
Yeah, no Cam Ward, so we'll see what happens there.
All in all, Robbie, they got a few really good goddamn games to start this weekend off, and then as college football goes, there's going to be a couple barn burners. That's how every single week goes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, college football is what gets me probably the most excited when it comes to football season, because A, it comes first right before the NFL, and B, it's on Saturdays. And what are Saturdays for? They're for the goddamn boys. And now they're for the goddamn boys and drinking goddamn beer and watching some goddamn college football, baby. Yee-haw.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get more into college football this year than I was last year. I know I'm going to be attending a good amount of UConn games. The one UConn game I am very much looking forward to will be in November when they take on Duke. Last year on the road, they barely lost to Duke, but they took down Duke's rival at the Fenway Bowl, which obviously I attended in North Carolina. And that's the other team we got to talk about is North Carolina, because Bill Belichick will be making his college debut as head coach as they take on 2 years ago, TCU was in the Natty. They'll be taking on TCU, former national champion.
Monday?
Contender. I don't know the word I'm looking for here. Yeah, it's on Monday, 8 o'clock, ESPN.
Oh, what's old Bill Belichick got in his repertoire for that one?
it'll be interesting to see because it's a whole. I don't think he's ever coached college football, so this is going to be a whole new thing for him. And I'm curious to see how he does, and I'm curious to see how he treats the officials on the sideline.
And just be honest, Robbie, too. How many years do you give Bill Belichick as a college football coach before he calls it? I'm going to say 3.
1 or 2, because he's going to hand it over to his son. His son was a defensive coordinator for Washington State. Obviously, snagged him over to North Carolina. I think it's just a way to get his son, Steve Belichick, as the head coach for North Carolina eventually.
And how long does Steve Belichick last as that head coach?
Well, that's a good question because we don't know. I mean, Steve Belichick, his first full season as defensive coordinator for the Patriots, the defense was pretty solid, and he was known for the antics of
he had some weird looks on the sideline.
Try to be super focused. So we'll see how it all eventually pans out.
That we will, my friend. But I believe that was a pretty solid breakdown of what should be a pretty exciting week 1 of college football NCAA this Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Thursday and probably Friday as well.
It's like every day that it essentially exists.
And then I think we'll get some MAC action on Tuesday. Some action.
Okay, we're moving on to the next story before you really bore us away.
You son of a bitch. Oh, baby.
I have my pen. We have one last division to break down.
We do, but do you want to go over the news first? There is some news.
Absolutely. There's a lot of it.
Yeah. Robbie, well, let's start off with the news that's not that big, and we'll get into the big juicy stuff in a little bit here. Some small quarterback news going on in the league here, Robert. Getting a little bit of help in Minnesota because they were not a big fan of what they saw to Sam Howell. Carson Wentz joining the Minnesota Vikings to, I guess, back up Mr. J.J. McCarthy as the Vikings also in this before signing Carson Wentz or right after, whichever way they did it. Also trade Sam Howell in a 2026 6th-round pick for a 2026 5th-round pick and a 2027 7th-round pick. And I didn't write what team he got traded to, but it's the Eagles is where he is heading to. So,
yeah, back into the division.
Yeah. So Sam Howell, I guess had a couple pretty decent stints or starts with the Commanders in his time.
Yeah. I saw the pigskin pretty good, but I mean, it's just a backup role at the end of the day. Jalen Hurts is going to be all right for most of the season.
Especially with that line.
Yeah. So, what they get for Kenny Pickett out of you guys? A 5th rounder, I think.
Well, I guess we'll get right into that one too. Kenny Pickett traded to the Raiders to back up Geno Smith for a 5th-round pick in next year's draft. This comes after Aiden O'Connell breaks his wrist, so he'll be out for 6 to 8 weeks.
And now, ultimately, Zachary, I mean, this is your time to speak. What does this mean for Joe Flacco? Is this going to be like what we saw last year with the Patriots? Start 4 to 5 weeks and then hand off the helm to either Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. I mean, if you ask me, the better of the two so far through the preseason, it's looked like Dylan Gabriel.
I mean, Shedeur had obviously the one good stint. Didn't look that great in his last stint, but he was also, every offensive lineman that was on the field with him in his second preseason start or second preseason game got cut. Yeah. So he was kind of set up for disaster in that second one. But I actually have liked what I've seen from Dylan Gabriel. He has looked a little bit shaky in some starts, but I mean that's got to be some nerve, some anxiousness, getting in your first bit of NFL action. But if I'm the Browns this year, I'm gonna just hope to God that Joe Flacco stays healthy.
Yeah.
However, our luck with quarterbacks staying healthy the last couple of years has not been very good. Right. So I am gonna say at some point this year we're gonna see Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel's also pretty small. So I'm also not going to rule out that he won't get injured. We won't see Shedeur Sanders either. It's going to be a quarterback carousel is my call. But I think Joe Flacco, for as long as he needs or as long as he can, should play and start. Let these guys watch at real NFL speed and see what real starters look like. And then just go from there. But, I mean, to me, neither Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders is ready to start in the NFL. So I kind of hope it doesn't come down to that this year. But at the end of the day, when the Browns start out the season 0-5, or maybe sneak in a win, because Joe Flacco does have those kind of miraculous moments when he puts a Browns jersey on, it seems like, maybe they decide to go another route. I don't know. All I'm going to say is this year, I do not want to see one Browns fan calling for Stefanski's job. I don't want to see it once. We are not going to be good this year. We got to ride it out. The guy is a past Coach of the Year winner, and we're not talking 7-8 years ago. We're talking a couple years ago. He is, in my opinion, a top 10 coach in the league. I mean, I'd put him up there. He's not a Sean McVay or a fucking I'm just drawing down maybe a Dan Campbell, but he's up there for me when it comes to coaches.
He's top 10.
He's gained my respect, Mr. Stefanski. So I don't want to see any slander of him this year because it's going to be a rough year for the Browns.
If he got fired, he'd be hired immediately. Easily. No,
Yeah.
he's I don't think there's any reason. I think a lot of Browns fans should go into the season with expectations of not doing well. I think your best chance of being contenders again is once Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers are done, and then from there it's like, can you guys sneak into the wild card? But I mean, Stefanski's done the best that he can with this quarterback carousel between Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson, DTR, Joe Flacco, back to Deshaun, back to DTR. I mean, it's just been an absolute, the amount of injured offensive linemen in the last 2 years. Nick Chubb's leg almost getting freaking derailed, damn near derailed by Minkah Fitzpatrick. I mean, there's been so much that has happened to Kevin Stefanski in the short stint as a head coach of Cleveland. And if they were to fire him, he'd find a job just like that. I think it's foolish to not call him. He is a very good coach.
I mean, to make the playoffs that 1 year with 5 different quarterbacks, I think they made the playoffs that year with 5 different quarterbacks. I mean, I think they got obliterated in game 1, but
well, yeah,
doesn't matter.
Joe Flacco should. I mean, we have the video of you with the best defense in the league. My fucking ass.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, that was a fairy tale season. So making the playoffs was basically like winning a Super Bowl. So, you know what? At the end of the day, like I said, Robbie, it's not going to be a good year for the Browns, and let's keep moving it on because you know what? There's one guy that Joe Flacco he loved to throw the football to in Cleveland, and that was a Mr. Amari Cooper, Robbie. And the questions surrounding where he is going to go, they're no longer, because he will be joining the Raiders on a 1-year deal worth up to $6 million. Didn't really do much when he got traded to Buffalo last year. Obviously, a little bit later on in his career, but I think for a bargain deal, $6 million and getting Cooper is a solid pickup.
Now, did you see who the backup is for Cleveland? Did you see who they officially listed as number 2?
Dylan Gabriel will be backing up, and Shedeur will serve as the QB3, which I knew was going to happen. I had a feeling.
Yeah. So the Amari Cooper situation kind of feels like to me, because it was such a last minute thing. I guess maybe it adds on to more of the news that's going on in Vegas after the Jacoby Myers trade request. I almost feel they felt like this need to happen because this is someone who's been thrown around. Number one, number two, had his issues initially with the Raiders and talked really bad about the Raiders, but maybe he feels different now. I don't know. I mean, he signed with them maybe for a reason. I mean, a contract up worth $6 million. I mean, Vegas is kind of intriguing if you think about it. They got Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers. Jacoby Myers is a pretty good receiver. He's not going to get you a ton of touchdowns, but he can get you 1,000 yards. He can get you close to 100 receptions, but he's not like that big spark boom guy. But he's like a nice flex option for fantasy, that's for sure. And maybe he can grow better and be wiser as a wide receiver under the guidance of someone like Amari Cooper.
Yeah, and I mean, Geno Smith, obviously, we're not talking about an all-star, but he's not a scrub. The guy can throw the football. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that offense. But they are adding Amari Cooper. Let's keep, I guess, sticking with the wide receivers here, Robbie. Big news if you are a Washington Commanders fan, because scary Terry McLaurin is sticking around for 3 more years with a contract worth up to $96 million. So scary Terry gets paid. Well-deserved as well, too. I mean, the guy... The fact that they waited this long to do this, I think, is going to be a little bit detrimental to their start of the season. And that division is looking pretty spicy. Take away the Giants. I mean, the Cowboys, if Dak Prescott stays healthy, no one knows what's going to happen with Micah Parsons yet, but I'm assuming he's probably not going to play.
Me too.
So there's a lot of questions in Dallas land here, but I mean, the offense still should be somewhat okay. The running back depth is pretty horrific, actually, if I'm thinking about it for Dallas. But
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Eagles are going to be great. Commanders should be pretty good. The Giants are going to be shit. But this was a deal that needed to be done, but it should have been done 3 weeks ago.
We live in a world where Terry McLaurin held out and only got $96 million, and then we have someone in the NBA like Jordan Poole making $140 million.
Well, that's just, that's the comparison between two sports, and basketball money is something I just don't think I'm ever going to fully understand.
No, me neither. I feel like they have the same salary cap. It's obviously just like less players, so it's easier to.
Yeah, they got to divide it between 12 instead of 53.
Right.
Yes, Terry. I mean, what do you think about that, Robbie? I mean, $96 million is that kind of rate where you think his number should have been? Is that a overpayment for someone that's 30?
No, $32 million years. I mean, the guy is kind of kept you. He is what Santana Moss was them for all those years, and he deserves it. He's been loyal. He's been committed. He's never talked bad about the franchise. Never requested a trade. Has stuck through all the crap that they've been through. He deserved every freaking penny that he got. Every single penny.
Yeah, and I also think like this is. I mean, I'm going to use the word Super Bowl window. I think Washington could be in a Super Bowl window here. Like I know that the Eagles are going to be great. They're in their division. The NFC has some dog teams, but I mean the Commanders were in the conference finals last year. They bring in Deebo Samuel. I think that I can't remember the names, but I feel like they got a few pieces for their defense as well.
For who?
For the Commanders?
Yeah, they definitely do. I'm drawing a blank. Well, they have Marshawn Lattimore.
Didn't they bring in a couple linemen from the Texans as well?
They brought somebody in from the Bears. Well, they brought in Laramie Tunsil for the offensive line.
Yeah.
Who the hell did they bring in from the Bears, bro? Did they bring in Roquan Smith?
Yes, I believe that. Let me just do this real quick.
Yeah, same here. Commanders defense. Let's see. Team depth chart. I already got it right here, brother.
Yeah, okay.
Except cookies. I would love some cookies. Chocolate chip preferably. I don't care. I don't need to sign up for their crap. Oh, Dietrich Wise, who was a former Patriot. That sucks. I like Dietrich Wise. I didn't know we lost him. Oh, they have Von Miller. Bobby Wagner, Marshawn Lattimore, Will Harris, Deron Payne.
So I mean, they got some decent names on defense there.
Yeah, dude, I thought they brought in freaking Roquan Smith, mate. Huh. They have some solid names on defense, but Dan Campbell's a defensive wizard.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm expecting them to be pretty good this year, and I think, I mean, this is a wide receiver they had to re-sign. Like I said, I'm expecting a pretty slow start for Mr. Terry, though, to start the season.
Well, it happens when most people hold out, so yeah.
And another guy that was holding out, Robbie, he is getting paid this year, but that is about it because the Bengals ownership is cheaper than a Taiwanese hooker. This guy is getting a $14 million raise for this season alone. I think I saw that he was making, $16 million or something going into this year. So he'll be up to the $30 million number for this season. And then after that, he's a free agent going into next year. So
he'll be gone.
The holdout is done for this year. He will play this season, but I am with Robbie. I think this is going to be a final lap for him here in Cincinnati. What division are we doing today, Robert?
NFC West. NFC West. Is there anything else we're missing out on the football here?
I believe that is all the news we had for football, Mr. Robert.
Well, we do have some releases that happened throughout the day today. Patriots former first-round pick, I believe, from 3 years ago, Cole Strange, who was a laughing stock because a lot of people said they were taking him in the third or fourth round that Belichick took in the first, has been released. The Lions actually released one of their better offensive tackles that should be signed as soon as possible. I believe it's Dan Skipper, who they released, which comes as a shock. So maybe that's a potential salary cap void they're trying to fill in potentially for next year, including this year. I don't know. What else we have here? Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets has been released from the New York Giants. I feel like someone will pick. Let me tell you something right now. I am all game for the New England Patriots bringing him in. You know how big of a fan I am of Tommy DeVito. It's not even the gimmick. I think he's actually a solid backup quarterback. I thought that last year. Remember last year I said he should deserve the job over Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was so bad last year, and it wasn't like Tommy DeVito was any better, but give him Andrew Thomas on his offensive line. Maybe he looks better than what Daniel Jones did, but we'll never know. Which makes sense. I mean, the Giants and the Browns, I was wondering if they're going to carry 4 quarterbacks. It's a good thing that they didn't.
Yeah, I think 4 is that's a crowded room. And I believe that the Browns GM came out the right before the trade to Kenny Pickett and said he had no problem going into the season with a 4 quarterback room. But I think if I had to speculate, that's probably because there wasn't too much excitement around the quarterbacks we were offering up for trades.
Right.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not upset with getting a 5th round pick for Mr. Kenny Pickett.
I didn't even know that you guys had Deontay Johnson. You guys released him.
Yeah, I was that was a little bit news to me as well, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Tajay Spears, who is borderline RB1, RB2. He's definitely RB2, borderline RB1 over there in Tennessee. Will be missing a minimum of 4 games from the high ankle sprain he suffered earlier this month. So he will join Joe Mixon in that division as missing the 4 games.
Oh, yes, that was one of the news piece of news we didn't go over. Joe Mixon missing 4 games, and I'm excited for my boy Nick Chubb to have some opportunity, Robbie, but from what I've been seeing on Twitter, he does not look that good this year.
Oh, no.
Apparently a lot of explosiveness has been deteriorated for my boy Nick Chubb, but
well, that's not what we want to hear.
Well, I mean, he's not on my Browns anymore, but for the person himself, I'm pulling for him.
Well,
but, Robbie, we have one more division to go.
You know, I used to use freaking Blurb all the time, but now I can't find anything anymore. They changed the website completely.
They blurped it?
What the hell? That's what it's turned into. I think Blurb is just about dead. I was trying to find something with Taylor Swift because we have an engagement. We have Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are now engaged. Zachary, is there anything you'd like to say about that? I mean, you had nice comments that you alluded to a very, very, very long time ago, which I think I have on record. No, I'm going to find it.
Robbie, what you don't have to find it. I'll just say it, Robbie. What he's alluding to was I said when they had first started dating that Taylor Swift looks like she gives very teethy blowjobs. And, I mean, it's not even like, I mean, if you just look at the person as a person, this is back in the day. Taylor Swift's a very beautiful woman. I wish her and Travis Kelce.
You said she's
nothing but the best.
You said she's never pencil.
She got a little bit better. Let's be honest. She thickened out a little bit, but at the end of the day, Robbie, there's 2 people that are in love. They're the power couple of America, and I just hope Travis Kelce by this point probably has no feeling left in his dick, anyways, and those teethy blowjobs all last 3 years. So I think it should be okay now at this point. But no. I hope that they have themselves a very happy, lovely marriage, and yeah. But I'm just saying, maybe that's why Travis Kelce hasn't looked that explosive in the last couple of years. Maybe he's dealing with cock injuries, and that's something that we should look into, Robbie.
Well, our good buddy Trevor has a poll going for the Upper Bowl podcast. Will they last longer than Chris Humphries and Kim Kardashian, which was 72 days? So the over under 72 and a half days. I'm going to go with the over. They got to get through the NFL.
Honestly, God, I think that they're like a pretty – like I think Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian are 2 completely different people. Like I think Taylor Swift looks like someone that actually has some morals and you know, like she looks like a good girl. Where Kim Kardashian just always to me has looked just like a whore. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, it's she's an attractive whore. Don't get me wrong, but she's kind of always had that. At least when she first started, she got famous from a porno, dude. You know, like just to start off with. So, I mean, Taylor Swift wasn't dumping it out on no X video. That's for sure.
Sorry to tell you, that's a clip. That's a clip. That's a clip.
I don't have to clip that.
Oh, I'm clipping it. You're not, I'm keeping it up there. You can threaten me with doing the show by yourself. Fantastic. That's probably a ton of views right there. That's probably some amenities right there. Wow. I think Kim Kardashian's a very attractive woman.
She is an attractive woman. And you know what? I should take it. I was merely talking more so about Kim Kardashian in the past. You know, like, I think now she has really come together as a lovely, beautiful woman. But we're talking 20 years ago. She liked to fuck. That was what I would garner from her.
And you don't?
Well, she liked to fuck a lot. Of big African American men.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is where we start going haywire. Okay. Abort mission.
All right, let's get into the.
So I have to ask you for next
Yeah.
week because we normally try to start our Thursday shows, but our softball leagues are in the way of that. So there's probably a very good chance my Wednesday league is going to continue into next week. So if that's the case, we're going to have to do the show on Tuesday, like normal.
Okay.
But after that Tuesday, we're going back to Mondays and either Wednesdays or Thursdays until our softball leagues are done.
Let's text House 10-4 over now.
Unless I propose to you next week, we do a Tuesday and a Friday episode, a special edition Friday episode for our weekly picks.
I'm pretty sure I can commit to that Friday. I got to see if I have everything going on, but I
Ladies
can't
and
think of.
first. You heard it here first. Tuesday and Friday next week.
Tuesday and
And
Friday.
Friday, if we can't do Friday, it's Zach's fault. It's not my fault.
Well, okay.
All right, buddy. So do you have the schedules loaded up here?
I do.
Is BK
And-
to criticize us?
BK?
Hmm?
Well, let's not talk about him because last time, yeah. We got ourselves.
I don't know what I
Oh,
have to do for the show. Look at this.
shit, Bob. Thank God you're here and you told us that.
I would have never known. Lord have mercy.
Watch, he's not going to say anything to you about it. He's going to say, fuck you, Zach, or some shit like that.
He'll just be like, I'm trying to help.
But Robbie, are you ready? Because we're going to start off here with the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, let me
Yeah.
put my... I'm just, you know what?
There it is.
It is you. I don't know what I did with the papers. So you know what I'm going to do here? For once, I'm going to not go off the papers that I had.
That's why I like to do it by the gut.
I'm going to do it by the gut. Hold on. Wait a second. I want to go to their schedule, too. Let's see. Where are they here? Arizona Cardinals. 1 second, please. Duty. Release.
Oh, my Lord.
Date.
What Robbie's doing here right now, folks, is he's Googling the Call of Duty release date, which I believe is early November or sometime in November.
25th.
November 25th?
Oh, October 25th, you dork.
Okay, October 25th.
Oh, my God. They have a bye week. They have a bye week when Call of Duty comes out. Oh, Kyler Murray's in heaven.
Yeah, it's going to be hell for him after that bye week, Robbie.
Okay. Cardinals, week 1.
Cardinals week 1, Robbie. Are you ready?
Yeah, that's why I said week
Okay.
1. Idiot.
Cardinal, well, I asked a question. Fuckhead, you didn't respond. Cardinals week 1 are on the road heading into New Orleans to play the Saints where they get a W.
Agreed.
Then they're, back at home for week 2, hosting the Carolina Panthers.
Boss.
I'm going to give them a loss, too, actually. Week 3, Robbie, they are back on the road, heading into San Francisco to play the 49ers.
Boss.
Week 4, they are back at home in a divisional matchup yet again. This time against the Seattle Seahawks, hosting the Seattle Seahawks.
I'll take that as a victory.
Get that one as well, too. And then they are back at home, Robbie, or still at home, I should say, against the Tennessee Titans.
I have that as a victory.
That's a victory as well. On the road, heading into week 6, Robbie, heading to Indianapolis to play Daniel Jones and the Colts, where I think they get a W.
Agreed. If you had told me Anthony Richardson, it probably would have felt a little bit different.
Well, he could be playing by week 6, if we're going to be honest. But
Well, he could be playing. The head coach could be fired. The general manager could be fired. The whole coaching staff could be fired. It could be a cluster over there in Indianapolis. I wonder what. I haven't seen anything about Pat McAfee talking about that. I'm probably going to YouTube that after this. I'm curious what he has to think about all this.
well, week 7, Robbie, it does not get any easier for them, or it gets a lot harder for them, actually, I should say. They are back at home, but hosting the Green Bay Packers.
Loss.
Yeah, loss. Bye week in week 8.
Mm-hmm.
And here it goes.
Post call release day.
Past Call of Duty, we know what Kyler Murray is after Call of Duty. Week 9, Robbie, they are on the road in Monday Night Football heading to Dallas, where they would lose.
Loss.
Week 10, they are on the road in a divisional matchup against the Seattle Seahawks, where they lose.
Loss.
Week 11, Robbie, they are hosting the San Francisco 49ers, where I think they're going to get a rare win.
Loss.
Then heading into week 12, they are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars, where they're back in the loss category.
Win.
Week 13, they are on the road, heading to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers.
Loss.
Week 14, Robbie, their first divisional matchup against the Los Angeles Rams will be held in Arizona, where they lose.
Loss.
Week 15, they are on the road, where they lose, in my opinion, against the Houston Texans.
Loss.
Week 16, they are at home, where they host the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to give them a win. Week 17, on the road, heading to Cincinnati.
Loss.
And week 18, on the road, heading to SoFi Stadium to play the Rams.
I'm still taking them for a loss.
I'm going to take them for a loss as well.
Question as it pertains to the Cardinals.
Yes.
What do we expect out of their offense? Because, I mean, Trey McBride's actually a good tight end. It's like, it just, when they get to the red zone, they can't get the ball for some reason. But forget Trey McBride. What are we going to see out of Marvin Harrison this year? The upside was so big last year and it really failed.
I think he's going to have a gigantic season this year for how disappointing he was last year.
By far.
But, they got Trey McBride, they got Marvin Harrison, James Conner still somewhat of a serviceable running back as well. The offense could be okay. I think it all really depends on, is Kyler Murray one of those guys where, I guess he's never going to be a top quarterback. We can all say that, but.
But you know what, dude? Because, we've seen Kyler, get off to these tremendous starts as always. 5-1, 5-0. Something about Call of Duty comes out and it all flips off. But, when he's going on those hot runs as the starting quarterback, he looks like a top 10 quarterback. That's what we're going to do next week, by the way. We should do our top 10 quarterbacks.
Well, we should really probably do all of them next week.
All right, let's do all of them. Oh, my God.
Make it a big fantasy football episode next week.
Let's see. Little plug. Once again, in case you didn't see my shit there on Instagram, I'm going to make this clip and we're going to put it everywhere. We are doing the first ever Sports Cave Survivor Pool. If you are interested, it is $20 American. It is $35 Canadian.
Oh, I thought it was 25 American.
It's 20 American for the Survivor Pool. It's 25 for fantasy.
Okay, 20 American, so it'll be 30 American or 30 Canadian rather for the Survivor Pool. Then I think that works out to be around the same math.
Straight wins, no spreads. It will be on Yahoo. If you want the link, you have to pay first. If we don't receive any form of payment, you are not getting a link. This is not something you share on Facebook, Dad. This is something that stays in the instant Instagram messages, Facebook messages, however you're going to contact us. So if you're interested in Survivor Pool, follow us on social medias everywhere. The Sports Cave 1, follow us. We're all
I wouldn't be opposed to people sharing it on Facebook and shit.
yes, because they could join, and then I have to manually go through and delete everybody. So yeah, I am opposed to it.
Well, they send the money. Like,
No.
don't tweet the link out, but tweet if you want to put on Facebook, like, hey.
Oh, that's
go
right.
in-
I'm not talking about the link. The link, yeah, I have a problem with. No link.
Yeah, don't tweet the link out. Yeah, but if you guys all want to throw it up on socials and say, hey, there's a survivor pool. If anyone's interested, contact the Sports Cave or me or Robbie, and we'll get them all situated. Because ideally, I think for a survivor pool, I'd like to have at least 20 people.
Mhm.
And I think I'm pretty confident I can get at least 10 to 14-ish on my end.
I've gotten probably a little more than that.
Okay, so we should be solid then.
I'm looking at potentially 50 people, bro.
Well, this would be a fantastic survivor pool then.
So, like, if we have 50 people, $20 a pop. If one person wins, they're getting $1,000.
It's a nice W right there for somebody.
So, if you want in, contact us. As for the football league, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. We're not getting as much traction on that, folks. But if that is something that people would be interested in, I mean, obviously there is still a little bit of time, but like Robbie said, it's kind of looking a little bit tougher this year. But could be something we could look into in the future. But we'll circle back on that. But we are getting a lot more traction on the survivor pool at the moment.
Most likely will be in the future.
Yeah.
So, survivor pool, join.
But Robbie, what do you say we move on to the Los Angeles Rams?
Can I tell you how hot it is in this fucking house right now? I'm sweating. Dude, I have underboob sweat right now. It is fucking hot in here.
Okay. Well,
What's happening to the-
while Robbie's dealing with his tit dirt, we are going to start on week 1, where the Los Angeles Rams will have their home opener hosting the Houston Texans, where I think they get a W.
Zachary, loss.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why. Matthew Stafford's first week, back pain has been significant. Houston's going in revamped, refreshed. Yeah, the running game is probably going to be questionable with the combination of Dameon Pierce and Nick Chubb. But, I mean, I don't know what we're going to expect out of Matthew Stafford for the first couple weeks. So, unless this is a big Kyron Williams game, which has the potential to be, I think they will lose week 1.
Dun dun dun. Well, Robbie, if you think they're losing week 1, you probably have them winning week 2, because week 2 they're heading on the road to Tennessee. W.
Win.
Week 3, staying on the road this time, heading to Philadelphia. Loss.
Initially, I remember making these picks. I had them winning against Philadelphia, but I'm going to stick with it. Win.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I just know that I did it. So, like, I mean, you got to kind of stick with it, right?
I hear you, brother. No, I hear you.
Bit of a bitch if I didn't.
Well, week 4, Robbie, they are going to be back at home hosting the Indianapolis Colts.
Win.
Where they get a W. Week 5, they stay at home. Thursday night football on short rest, hosting the San Francisco 49ers.
Loss.
I'm going to take them for a win in that one.
It's going to be Niners Nation in that arena, bro.
Really?
Dude, how many times I got to go over this with you? How many times?
I'm still taking them.
How many times I got to go over this with you? I'm going to see if I can find the freaking Rams.
Yes, I remember they don't have ever got home fan base.
No.
They're from St. Louis.
So just say that, Robbie, you're right and I'm wrong. That's all you got to say.
Robbie, you're right and I'm wrong, and we are moving on. That's a rhyme.
Wow. But just a reminder for the folks, this isn't even a shot at you. Zach, this is fucking absurd. Look at this, dude.
What?
Look at the red. Look at the
Okay,
red.
I'm going to change my pick to loss.
Look at the red, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to change my pick to loss.
Look at the red.
Okay, you're right. I'm changing my pick to loss. That's pretty bad. Okay. Well, Robbie, week 6. Tough one for
Sorry,
the Rams.
Sorry to continuously interrupt you, but could you imagine going through preparations as the home team doing the silent snap? Could you imagine that at home?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That sucks. I'm
Looking
sorry.
up and just seeing that must be demoralizing.
That's got to like ruin your soul. Go on.
But-
I'm sorry to interrupt him.
Week 6, Robbie, The Rams are on the road heading into Baltimore where they lose.
Back-to-back losses.
Week 7, though, Robbie, they are back at home. Oh, sorry, Robbie. Week 7, they're going to be somewhere overseas, rather.
Neutral.
Technically a home game for them, but they will be facing Jacksonville overseas, and we know that Jacksonville actually plays pretty good overseas, Robbie, so I'm going to give them a loss.
I'm going to give them a win. They can't lose 3 in a row. No way.
Well, and then they're going into a bye week.
Makes sense.
Yep. Bye week. Good. Heading into week 9, Robbie, they're at home hosting the New Orleans Saints where they get a W.
Win.
Then in week 10, they are on the road heading into San Francisco to play the 49ers, where I think they're going to get a W, Robbie.
Me too.
San Fran. Week 11, back at home hosting the Seattle Seahawks where they get a W.
I am taking a loss.
Really?
Yeah, Seattle always plays their interdivision opponents so good on the road. It's weird.
There you go. Week 12, they stay at home, this time hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where I'm going to give them a loss.
Same.
Week 13, they go back on the road heading into Carolina to play the Panthers, where I'm going to give them a W.
Me too.
Week 14, facing off against the Cardinals.
Win.
I didn't even tell you where it is, but it's in Arizona. It's a win. All right. Week 15, Robbie, back at home hosting the Detroit Lions, where I'm going to give them a loss. Week 16, they are on the road, this time at Seattle.
Win.
Give them a win as well. Week 17 on the road, heading to Atlanta. I'm going to give them a W. And week 18, Robbie, at home, hosting the Arizona Cardinals.
Win.
I'm going to give them a W.
So I had them losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. So I have them going 11-6.
I am losing 6 as well.
Well, I think that the one game that stands out to me is week 1, just because we're going to learn a lot about Matthew Stafford and how bad the back injury really is.
You are very correct about that, and it should be. I mean, we are talking about a guy that's very tough, but when it comes to your back, what do you really expect?
Can't fuck around with that. And then the other thing too is how longer they could potentially wait on whatever could happen with Anthony Richardson, because Jimmy Garoppolo is a solid quarterback. The problem with him too is injuries, and I think that's why he is the way that he is, how he isn't as good as he used to be. I mean, he led them to a Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah, he's definitely a serviceable guy, but it's another guy that hasn't played much now in the last few years. I mean, it's tough to kind of keep your stride when you're constantly sitting on the sidelines watching.
We'll see.
But Robbie, we got 2 more teams to go through here. Are you ready for the San Francisco 49ers?
Honestly, really uncertain about the 49ers after the recent trade. Really am.
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
49ers, week 1.
Week 1, San Francisco 49ers are on the road heading to Seattle to play the Seahawks, where they're going to win.
Yep.
Week 2, they stay on the road heading to New Orleans to play the Saints, where they get a win.
Yep. And the other thing, too, I forgot to add on when I had the Seahawks beating the Rams on the road, over receptions, over yards, over half touchdown, Cooper Kupp.
God damn.
Cooper Kupp is going back to where he once was. He's going to obliterate the Rams.
Well, Robbie, week 3, I believe we both had San Francisco losing this one, but I could be speaking just for myself here. Week 3, they are hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Sorry, winning that one, rather. Winning. Sorry, not losing.
No, I had them winning.
That's what I meant to say that, but we both had them winning, not losing. I made the mistake there.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah. Week 4.
Drinking tonight?
Still at home, hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Win.
Starting at 4-0. Week 5, they go on the road, where we have them with a win against the Los Angeles Rams.
I changed your mind about that.
Yes, we did. Yes, you did. All right, Robbie, week 6, it gets real for the San Francisco 49ers as they head into Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. Loss. I'm having a loss. Week 7, they are back at home hosting the Atlanta Falcons, where they get a W.
Yep.
Week 8, on the road, heading into Houston, where they get I'm going to say they get a W.
Me too. I have them going off right now. As I said, I have concerns about them. Who's the idiot now? It's me.
Week 9, Robbie, you probably have them with another W because they are on the road still, but heading into MetLife to play the Giants.
Jesus, obliteration.
Yeah. All right. Robbie, I believe you had them with their first loss here in Week 10. Maybe not, actually. Oh, we had them as loss in this one. They host the L.A. Rams.
Loss.
All right. Week 11, Robbie, they are back on the road where they face the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. The W.
Loss. Or W. Excuse me.
Okay.
W. Yep.
Week 12, they are back at home where they face the Carolina Panthers.
Loss.
I'm actually going to take it for a loss, too, because I have them with a lot of W's right now. Week 13, these guys have a late bye week. Their bye week is week 14, so one more game till the bye. Week 13, they are on the road where they demolish my Cleveland Browns.
No.
Then we have a week 14 bye. Week 15, they are back at home hosting the Tennessee Titans. W. Week 16, Robbie, they are back on the road facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. W. They have a very favorable schedule.
Jesus Christ.
Week 17, they are at home hosting the Chicago Bears, where I'm just going to have to take them for a loss. And then week 18, they host the Seattle Seahawks, where I'm going to take them for a W.
Take him for a loss. Dude, because I have them with 3 losses. I have them going 14-3.
I have them with 4 losses.
They have such an easy schedule. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they have a very easy schedule.
Oh, crap. I mean, how is their schedule easier than the Rams? It almost seems like. The Rams have Detroit. They don't have Detroit. The Rams have Philadelphia. They don't have Philadelphia.
Yeah, they lucked out pretty good, San Francisco, and I think that's because they were on the shittier end last year.
Yeah, because they don't have Philadelphia nor Detroit. If they have Philadelphia and Detroit, I'm taking Philly and Detroit to beat them.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, how is it that? How is it that? I mean, they don't have Green Bay. Arizona has Green Bay. Dude, their toughest opponent out of the conference is probably Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
It's either Tampa Bay or Houston.
Yeah, they got a very, very favorable schedule. They get
Holy
the
crap,
Giants, the
If
Saints.
you're a Niners fan, you better be careful about like how cocky you get with your team. I mean, they have such. My God, they're out of division games: New Orleans, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Houston, the Giants, Carolina, Cleveland, Tennessee, Indy, Chicago. Are you kidding me?
That's a pretty that's a great sketch.
Wow. I mean, I was unconfident after having the Bengals as 14-3 when we went through. I think the Niners could easily go 14-3 as long as no one gets hurt. Like, as long as Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt, they could go 14-3. I mean, that is just so easy, bro. Wow.
Loading up my draft here as well to see if there's any change in the rankings. Nope. Still looks like a CD Lamb. I could also snag Malik Neighbors. Would that be crazy to do at 6, though?
I don't think that's crazy. I mean, he did so good last year with freaking Daniel Jones and Tommy DeVito and Tim Boyle.
Like, I could go Malik Neighbors. But you know what? We'll get into that in a second here, Rob. We got one more team to go over, and then we are done with our season predictions.
Yeah, and then we'll go over, I think, PJ, and we just cut it short so you can focus on the draft.
I love it. Robbie, are you ready for the Seattle Seahawks?
Are you doing the editing, or am I doing the editing?
I can do it tonight.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks, Robbie. Bob, I don't know if you just heard, but 5 minutes ago we were discussing that, but fantasy football is probably not going to happen, but Survivor Pool is looking very promising.
Yeah, that one's looking really good.
Yeah. Week 1, Robbie. Seattle Seahawks are hosting the San Francisco 49ers. They get a loss. Oh. Week 2, Robbie. They are on the road heading into Pittsburgh where they get a loss. Okay, week 3 though, Robbie. They're back at home hosting
Question.
the New Orleans Saints.
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
If Sam Darnold can continue the impressive run that he was on from last year, how early are we to call him an MVP frontrunner?
Well, I guess it would really depend on how well he was doing, and in comparison to other quarterbacks.
Bro, if he's at the same pace like he was last year, he was at an incredible pace to start off. If he's at the same pace, he's the go getter for MVP.
I'd say by week 6, 7, if he's doing the numbers he was doing, yeah, I'd probably put him up to near the top of that list.
And you know what? I always see people pointing back to last year's numbers between Lamar versus Josh Allen, but like obviously both are very crucial to their teams. But like when you look at the big time games, Josh Allen stepped up in those big games when they were facing teams like the Patriots, the Jets, whatever teams they were facing. It was primarily James Cook because Josh Allen was dealing with left hand injury. He deserved the MVP all the way. Not even close. And Lamar had the better numbers. But it's the same situation where people are arguing that Dak Prescott should have had MVP. I think it was over Lamar. Dak Prescott had the better numbers. But when you look at when it mattered most, who stepped up and who beat who, Josh Allen was the MVP.
Right, you are right there. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how he looks. I think last year was a fairy tale season for him, but I could be wrong.
The real MVP was Joe Burrow. He just didn't have
shafted because his team sucked.
Right.
Week 4, Robbie.
We didn't do week 3. I skipped over you. I'm sorry.
New Orleans Saints at home.
Oh. Win.
Yeah. Week 4, Robbie.
Can I ask you one more? So sorry to interrupt you again. I really am. I went through this last year. I think you went through it like after week 2. So if you're a Saints fan, do you just find something else to do on Sundays?
I mean, you probably. I'm going to be going through a lot of that this year. You're going to still watch. You have your expectations set so low. So I think at this point you just watch to watch football, but it's going to be some pretty upsetting watching.
So if all the morning tea times are taken up, you're not going to take an afternoon tea time. You're just going to sit there and watch like 40 minutes of the game. Say I'm done.
Well, worst case, I might not be watching. If I'm a Saints fan, maybe I'll just be watching something else.
Red zone, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. I promise you. I'm sorry. That's it.
Well, we'll see if that happens. Week 4, they are back at home. Sorry, on the road rather. Heading into Arizona to play the Cardinals, where they get a loss.
Yep, that's right. I had this too.
Week 5, they're back at home hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they get a loss, Robbie.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Week 6 on the road, heading into Jacksonville to face the Jaguars.
I'll give him a win.
I'm going to give him a W in that too. Week 7, they're back at home hosting the Houston Texans.
I'm going to give him another win.
I'm going to give them a loss. Week 9 or week 8 is their bye week.
Damn it. Okay.
Week 9 on the road, heading into Washington to play the Commanders, where they get a loss.
Sam Fran does have to face the. So what the hell? So the Cardinals face Dallas. The Rams face Philly. The Seahawks face Washington. The 49ers got the Giants out of that.
Yeah. So they won. They won that draw.
Wow,
they won that draw pretty damn well.
Wow.
Week 10, Robbie. They're at home hosting the Arizona Cardinals.
Win. Call of Duty. Win.
Yeah, them a W there as well. Week 11, they're on the road heading into SoFi Stadium to play the Rams, where they get a loss.
Win.
Week 12, they're continuing to play on the road heading into Tennessee to play the Titans. It's going to be W.
In Tennessee, you said?
Yes, in Tennessee.
I think I had Tennessee win this, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to go with the W.
Week 13, Robbie, they're back at home hosting the Minnesota Vikings, where I'm going to give the Vikings the win in that one.
I'm not. I think Sam Darnold's going to stick it to Stefanski and all them.
Week 14, Robbie, they're back on the road heading into Atlanta to play the Falcons.
I'm going to
give them a loss. Week 15, back at home hosting the Indianapolis Colts, where I'm going to give them a W.
Yeah. So they all face Indy.
Yeah. Week 16, they are staying at home, their last home game of the season, where they're hosting the Rams for a loss.
Yep.
Week 17, they're on the road, heading into Carolina to play the Panthers.
Loss.
I'm gonna give them a W in that one.
Spit it out.
And week 18, they are on the road heading into San Francisco, where I had them for a loss. I think you had them for a W.
Yeah, because San Fran's going to sit everybody. They got the easiest schedule in freaking football.
I have them with going 6-11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have them going 9-8.
Damn.
And the Cardinals, I didn't tell it. The Cardinals. The Cardinals I have going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-12. 5-12.
Baby. All right, Robbie, before we end off on a football talk here, what round am I choosing a quarterback in?
I don't know. It depends. I always like if you feel comfortable enough where you can wait on a wide receiver or a running back, depending on how you draft, and if there's a comfortable enough quarterback that you see up. Last year I reached for Josh Allen, and Josh Allen did me pretty good.
Yeah.
Last year I think I got Joe Burrow in like the 10th round. So like it all depends.
I'm looking at like a 3rd or 4th round. To be honest with you, I want one of the high end guys.
Do not get Mahomes. Whatever.
No, I don't want Mahomes. I'm actually really liking Jaden Daniels.
I don't know if I buy into the hype within this year because a lot of people bought him some last. I don't know. I think Jaden Daniels might be a CJ Stroud.
Really?
Yeah, like the quarterbacks I'd buy in on are Hurts, Lamar, Allen, Burrow. This is such a homer one. This really is. But like in the late rounds, I really buy into Drake May.
Oh, I wonder why.
Well, the passing like is uncertain, but like the rushing game for Drake May is pretty good. If he can get you 40 yards, and a touchdown, that's 10 points right.
Bob says nothing wrong taking Bo Mix or Drake May, but maybe we'll look later on in the draft then. But
look, I Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, I feel confident taking in the late rounds with Ben Johnson. Jared Goff's a good one to take.
I'm hoping I can get a Bucky, or I think I'm gonna go with a receiver here for my first round pick.
See, but here's the danger. Oh, actually, we only have 2 viewers, so it's you and Dad. So I guess your friends aren't listening. Your friends are scumbags, by the way. You let them know. You know what? Tell your friends that they're scumbags. They don't listen.
They're scumbags.
You know what?
Well, they're also getting ready for the draft too.
They could have listened an hour ago. They did.
But I'm looking at I might go if CD Lamb's there. I'm probably going to go with him. To be honest with you,
It's half point PPR, Dad. Half point.
Yeah, half point PPR. Because the running back options for me up near the top right now are looking like Derrick Henry, Ashton Genty, Josh Jacobs. But I can't take those guys at 6th overall.
No, you can't. Jacobs is someone that I think a lot of people are going to underestimate. I'm pretty sold on Josh Jacobs.
I think I like him for my 2nd round pick, to be honest with you. I think I can get him in the 2nd round.
Yeah. So the best receiver options are looking like who?
Right now, the best receiver options are probably going to be Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, Nico Collins, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, Drake London.
I would go either from 3 to 1. I'd go Amon-Ra, number 2, Malik, number 1, Double J.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to have to go Double J then. I think I'm going to have to just go for him because he's that electric.
Yeah.
All right, Robbie, we got one more bit of news to talk about here to end off the show, folks. I don't know if you have an intro song for Robbie, so do I just get right on into her?
Get right into it. Or I could just play the video first and then we get on into it.
Play the video.
It's well deserved. It really is.
No volume. No volume. No volume.
Thank you. Good save there. Good save.
The agonizing wait is over. Fleetwood, finally, for everything, the FedEx Cup title. That is
I don't care who you are, Robbie. You had to be happy to see Tommy Fleetwood finally fucking do that. And I think I actually even made the joke, like how funny it would be if this is the one tournament he wins. And, of course, in just the golf gods were on his side, Robbie. Coming into the last 2 holes with a 3-shot lead, I think everybody was kind of just sitting there going, well, when is it going to happen? When is he going to stink one of these balls in the water? When is he going to put one of these balls out of bounds? He stayed cool, calm, and collected, and he gets his first victory. And, I mean, if we're talking money-wise, the biggest victory of the year, winning 10 fucking schmillion.
Mhm.
And he is your FedEx Cup champion, Robbie.
Zach, I'm going to combine these two together here. My takes here. I think what the Little League World Series and what the PGA Tour did here are absolute jokes. And here's why. Let's start with the PGA Tour first. I am happy that Tommy Fleetwood finally got his victory. Don't get me wrong. It sucks to see that this guy's clutch gene on Sundays has always been piss poor, and he finally won. I'm happy for him. However, this is based off a full season of work. I know it comes down to the final 30, but this is based on a full season of work. It should be like what it's always been. Some sort of stroke advantage should have been in play for Scottie Scheffler. He was by far the best golfer by a wide margin, and when you are that good for that long of a season, you deserve an advantage, point blank and period. I feel the same way about NASCAR with their point system. I think it's bogus too. I think Kyle Larson should have been champion last year, not Joey Logano. I think it's a broken format, and it really angers me, but not as much as this one. And maybe it's a little bit of recency bias, okay? In the American Championship game, we had Nevada versus Fairfield, Connecticut. Nevada had previously lost to Fairfield, Connecticut, and entered the losers bracket. They faced off in the championship game in a single game elimination in which Fairfield lost and was eliminated to facing Chinese Taipei for the championship for Little League Baseball. That makes no sense to me neither, because what's the point of having a losers bracket? Because if that's the case, eliminate it. Nevada should have been eliminated the day of. That is, honestly, dude, a lot of these formats that they're trying to entice across baseball, or Little League rather. I mean, I'll throw MLB in there with another wildcard team, which is kind of ridiculous, 3 wildcard teams. The NHL, NBA with their in playoff whatever tournament is stupid. A lot of this is just stupid. But the one that really ticked me off was the Little League one, because that's not fair to those kids. Fairfield beat them fair and square in the first game, and now they lose the second game and they're eliminated. That's a lot of bull crap. That's not right. And the Little League really needs to look into that for next season. That's BS. And again, nothing taken away from Nevada and those kids. They won the second game fair and square. All I'm saying is, I know I'm comparing slow pitch softball to this. We went undefeated. We went in the winners bracket. If we lost one, we had to play a second game. I mean, that's kind of how it goes when you have winners and losers bracket in anything. Am I mistaken? I don't think so.
No. Yeah, I think you're pretty right, Robert.
So, congrats to Tommy Fleetwood. Chinese Taipei wins the Little League World Series, their first championship since 1996.
No. Taiwan wins the Little League World Series.
Okay.
But yeah, Tommy Fleetwood, I was happy to see him. Robbie, I know exactly what you're saying, that it does seem kind of crazy that they went this whole different route this year. And I also do kind of find it funny that if they did implement the stroke, that thing they had last year, Tommy Fleetwood would have lost by 1. Scottie Scheffler. So it would have been classic Tommy Fleetwood golf right there. But he gets the job done. He wins himself $10 million, and he gets to go home and bang his cougar wife.
Mm-hmm. Well, good for him.
Now, Robbie, I have one question to ask you before we go here.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson hasn't played or practiced in the preseason because he has a hamstring injury. What do I do?
Ooh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think, honest to God, I might have to go with like a Derrick Henry as my 6 overall pick. No. Don't do that. By the way, you're supposed to give me these freaking updates about your freaking baseball team. Oh, we got a home run. Okay, the draft has begun, baby. You know what, Robbie? Why don't we stick around just for my first round picks? You guys can help me do this one here, okay? Holy shit, they're going fast.
Wait a second, Zachary. Wait a second. Don't make it so quick. Okay. Let me know when's your pick.
Yep. There's 3 picks until mine. Right now, available Bijan, Saquon, Jay Jeffs, CeeDee Lamb, and then Nico Collins right after him. Okay, there goes Jahmyr Gibbs. So I'm assuming Saquon Barkley's gone next.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised somebody
Saquon Barkley's gone next. I'm assuming CeeDee Lamb is probably gone right now.
Was this number 5 right here?
This is pick number 5.
Let me know when it's your pick, but don't give away your pick till I hit the buzzer.
Now, it is my brother. He had Justin Jefferson last year, and he really... It's my turn to draft. He took CeeDee Lamb. We are on the clock.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 fantasy football draft,
Robbie, should I do something a little crazy and take Ashton Genty?
selects.
Do I take Ashton Genty? Is that crazy?
You do whatever your heart desires. This is your team.
Fuck it, dude.
Oh, the nervousness.
Or do I take Nico Collins? Like, I feel like that...
Let's see how much time you have left.
I have 30 seconds left. Okay, we had Jefferson, Collins, McCaffrey, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malik Neighbors, Derrick Henry, Ashton Genty.
Okay. I told you, I'm big on both Amon-Ra and Neighbors, but, I mean, if you're concerned...
Neighbors is injured too, though.
I honestly do. I don't know. I think you take the risk with Double J. I really do. But that's up to you.
I did it. I took Justin Jefferson. Okay,
Right.
Bucky Irving was the guy I wanted for second, so he's right there for me.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to handle the outro here. So, Zachary, focus on his draft. Zachary, you focus on the draft. I'll handle the
Okay,
outro.
sir.
This one. Do I not have an echo anymore? Is this echoing, Zachary?
Yep.
Okay. My headphones are kind of fucked up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next Tuesday on a special post-Labor Day episode of the Sports Game. And we will have the results from a crazy week 1 of college football. And I'll take us out here, folks, as Zachary's focusing on his draft. And there's only one thing left to say, as always. Stay sexy, Sports Cave.
And fuck you, Bob.